Homes and Mayfair Development Group. Okay, it's a boutique building, and this is a map of Oakville. I know you're all familiar with Oakville. This is where we're located here. This is our site. This is 6th Line and Dundas. So we're here and we face south across Dundas towards the lake. I'm going to briefly touch on Oakville. I know that there's been quite a few projects released in this neighborhood as of late, so I think you're probably all extremely familiar with Oakville and why it's such a great place to both live and invest. So I don't want to spend too much time here because I think that, again, you guys have been given this information multiple times. But Oakville has consistently been ranked the #1 place to live in Canada by Money Sense magazine. We all know that. It has everything that you need, again, in order to make this a great place to live or invest. Some of the things that you'll find in Oakville are an abundance of parkland, recreational facilities, golf courses everywhere you look. We have excellent access to top elementary, secondary, and post-secondary schools, both private and public. The hospital is just here, literally minutes away from us down the road. If you look to the south here, all of these colored dots, what you're going to see is these are restaurants, these are spas, and different stores, shopping, etc. That's all listed over here on the left-hand side if that's something you want to share with your clients. And in addition to that, we are close to transit. You've got two GO train stations here. You've got the Via Rail. To the north of us, we've got Highway 407, and then we've got the 403 over here. So we're surrounded by highways. You've also got the lakeshore, of course, down at the south by the lake. So although Oakville has everything that you need to stay here, should you want to get into the city, you can, and it's about 30 minutes into Toronto. Another important asset that Oakville has is the 2 harbors. So you're right by Lake Ontario, and you've got not one, but 2 beautiful harbors. You've got the Oakville Harbor right over here, and then of course Bronte Harbor. Bronte Harbor is kind of special to us as Fernbrook because one of our projects, the Shores, is there, and that's actually where our sales office is. So our sales office is in one of the commercial spaces at the Shores condo building, and we can get to that a little bit later. So again, Oakville, I mean, I think that it's pretty clear why it's a great place to live, and that making for a really great investment. So again, my focus here is going to be about teaching you about the Butler, and giving you everything that you need so that you can go out there and start marketing this today. Okay, so again, we went over this. We've got the parks and recreation, there's the shopping, there's the education. All of these assets will be available to you at the end if this is something that you need to share with your clients. We've got wonderful restaurants, over 30 award-winning restaurants, the spas, and then of course transit. Very easy to get around within Oakville and outside of Oakville. So now we get to our building. This is the Butler. So right over here, this is Dundas Street. You turn in off Dundas, and that's how you get into the parking garage. And then we've got our beautiful porte cochere entrance here. So your kind of pick up and drop off area. A little bit about this building so that when you present it to your clients, you understand it fully. So we have 8 levels of residential suites. So we have 8 levels of living space, but we actually are 9 stories. The reason for that is that the grade is higher at the back than at the front. So this whole area here where you see my cursor, this is all actually the P1 level. And this is where our amenities are. So in this building, including the rooftop amenity, we have over 30,000 square feet of amenity space. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide and we'll learn a bit more about this building. This is the entrance. I love this part of the building. I just think it's so timeless and elegant. So again, this is that porte cochere that I mentioned to you. So you drive up, and then this is the entrance of the building where it will take you into our beautifully appointed lobby. What you'll notice about this lobby are a few things. In some of the newer buildings, we're seeing smaller and smaller lobbies. And with things like Uber and pickups and drop-offs and even delivery of parcels, those small lobbies really don't service the buildings very well. So we wanted to have a nice expansive space, a space where you can come just, sit down with your laptop over here if you wanted to. It's a lobby and a lounge kind of all in one. We do have 24-hour concierge, so it's a full service building. Just over here where my cursor is, this is your elevator lobby. And then to get to your amenities, you go down this hall, and we will get to that. This is our gym. So we have, this gym has cardio areas, weights areas. What you don't see is just to the left here, it's actually an L shape. So this is only half the gym. There's more equipment, which you'll see a little bit later. These doors open up into our yoga facility, our yoga and aerobics room. And there's a screen there where you can stream any of your workout classes, yoga, Pilates, high intensity training, anything that you subscribe to, because there's so much of that service going on right now. You can simply just cast it onto this screen and come down and be able to perform your class or your workout down in this space. This is one of my favorite rooms. So this is our co-working space. What you don't see here on the left-hand side is we have a boardroom, and there's 3 individual offices that you might book if you're doing things like a webinar, or if you're going to be on the phone a lot and you don't want to disturb the people around you. We also have group tables over here, and then individual workspaces, some more individual spaces here. And then there's 3 offices that fit 2 to 4 people in them. So if you need to be meeting with some people but don't quite need the boardroom, you can use that space. Over here, where the vantage point that we're coming from, where you're standing, would be a little kitchenette. There's going to be printing facilities, and there's also going to be lockers. So if you reserve this space for a day, you have access to a locker so that maybe you want to step out for a coffee or for lunch. You don't have to pack up and bring everything with you. You can actually lock it up and then come back and resume your work. You don't have to pack up for the day. The way that we see this working is it's actually going to be, you have to reserve it, and there will be a fee for the use of this space. There'll be a small fee for, let's say, 6 a.m. till noon, and then maybe a fee from noon to 6, and then an evening rate as well. A nominal fee, but we did want to put something in so that people don't just book it and not show up. All the revenue from this space will go towards the maintenance fee, towards the condo board's budget. So essentially, the more this space is used, and I think it will be at full capacity, quite frankly, the more this space is used, the more revenue it generates. It'll actually help to bring the maintenance fees down, which is really great. Okay. Again, also, this is not open to the public. So this is just for owners and residents at the Butler condos. It's exclusive to them. This is our pool, our little spa. So over here on the left, this is our hot tub. Behind the hot tub, it's a glass wall, and there's a sun deck outside. There's doors to an exterior sun deck. Of course, you can see we've got this beautiful skylight and the infinity pool. And over here, what we have is a sauna and steam room. And then the change rooms, his and her change rooms, are just along this wall here. The party room. Okay, so there's a beautiful party room. We've got our bar, TV, fireplace. This party room has its very own kitchen as well, if you need to cater an event. So we've got everything that you need to entertain in style. What you see over here is glass walls. They can be opened or closed, or pivot doors, and they open up into a private dining space. So these rooms can be reserved privately or separately, or in conjunction with one another if you're having a larger event. So this is the dining space that we were just discussing. It's a beautiful space. It's sizable. You can have a really good sized group in this space. And what we wanted to do was not only make it a dining space, but also have like a little lounge area or living room space, so you can actually mingle a little bit after your food is done and really stay in here for a good amount of time and have a really enjoyable evening. This as well has its own private dining room separate from the party room. So each of these spaces has its own kitchen. Okay. This is one of my favorite rooms again. I love all the amenities in this building. So this is our games room and viewing lounge. So, people can be having a drink over here, playing a little bit of pool. You can sit at this high top, and then over here, you can be watching the game or streaming a movie. You will also be able to hook up any gaming system to this screen, so you can come in and have a games night in that manner. I feel that this room is going to be in high demand. Everyone I show this to is just in love with this space. So I think that this will be a great addition to the building. This is just an overview of the ground floor amenities, just to give you a little bit of a layout. And again, this will be available to you at the end on the broker asset portal. So this is the lobby where you walk in. The 24-hour concierge is here. Mailroom just in behind. The elevator lobby. This is the co-working space, which we mentioned. So you can see the boardroom now and the little private offices here. The pool, the hot tub, sauna and steam room. And then over here, you can see that sun deck we discussed. The his and hers change room, the gym, yoga room. And then we've got our private dining with the little lounge space attached, and the party room, and then the games and viewing lounge. I want to draw your attention to this space right over here. This is our parcel room. You can see that it's almost the same size as our pool. And the reason that we've done this is very purposeful. At the beginning of COVID, I actually was at Pier 27. And most of you know that building. It's a beautiful building on the water, very lovely units, expensive units. But what I saw there actually really surprised me. It was a Friday night, and there was, during COVID, the very beginning, everyone was scared to go outside. People were purchasing everything through Amazon. I know I was getting at least 3 packages a day at my own house. And in order to accommodate the delivery of these packages and all the food, they had pulled out fold-out tables in this beautiful lobby, like plastic fold-out tables, so that food could be dropped off and that parcels could be dropped off, because they just didn't have the capacity to take in everything that everybody was bringing in or getting delivered. So that led us to want to really provide something that's ready for not only today's marketplace, but where things seem to be going in the future. So what you're going to see in this parcel room is there are going to be 2 different kinds of cubbies and or lockers. So with regards to fast food delivery, we're going to have cubbies there, numbered cubbies. And so, if you order from Uber Eats on a Friday night, they'll take a picture of the cubby. You'll know you're in cubby 16. They'll leave your food there. You come down, you pick it up. You don't have to rifle through a table full of food to find your items. In addition to that, we're going to have an automated locker system. So if Amazon, Purolator, UPS, you name it, if they come and they deliver a package to you, the concierge will guide them into this space, and they will have access to this automated system. You're going to receive a message on an app, which I'm actually going to talk about the automation shortly. But you have an app for the building. You're going to receive a message that says, you have a package. It's in locker number 5, and this is your 3 or 4 digit code. You go down, you retrieve your package, enter your code, retrieve your package, and then that locker is now available for the next person to receive their package. So the concierge really doesn't have anything to do with this. They don't have to hold it for you. Your package is secure. You know when it's arrived, and it's completely clean and white glove service. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's a small thing, but also such a major thing in our lives today. So I think that's a great asset. Okay, so we talked about the ground floor amenity. 2 more things that actually exist on the first floor is we do have a pet wash spot, and we do have a guest suite as well that are not shown in any of these slides. Now we go to the rooftop. So just to situate us a little bit, this is Dundas Street here. Okay, so this is looking south towards the lake. And this is just a public anytime, come up, first time, first serve area. There's barbecues, there's dining areas, gazebos, there's multiple lounging areas, and there's also an outdoor gas fireplace. Now, if we go to the other side of the building here, what you see are some private alfresco dining areas or gathering spaces. These are similar to the party room. So we have 4 of them. They're different in size. And you can reserve these. These are reserved for private use. So if you decide you want to have some friends over on Friday or Saturday night, have a little barbecue and, enjoy the evening outside, you can reserve these spaces similar to how you would the party room on the main level. This is just a rendering of, so this is that area at the south where you have the view of the lake, the outdoor fireplace, the lounging spaces. So it's just a beautiful space, and I think this will be very well used. And then we go to one of the private gathering spaces. So you see you've got your outdoor kitchen, your dry sink, lounge areas, dining areas. And again, this can be reserved privately so that you know you can have a little dinner party or gathering of your own. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about automation. So Butler is going to be a smart building. From the moment you drive up, this building is going to welcome you. So we're going to have license plate readers for the residents. So you drive up, you don't have to pause and fiddle and try to find your fob or try to find or stick something to your car or find something to swipe so that you can allow yourself into the building. The building's going to automatically read your plate. The doors to the garage will open up and you can just easily enter into the building. The same goes for the actual entrance to the building. So we will have fob access, but you don't have to use it because everything will be able to be accessed by an app, the app on your phone. So you walk up, the building's going to recognize you as a resident and the doors will open for you. That goes all the way up to your suite. So the suite doors will have digital door locks. So again, you can use a fob if you don't have a smartphone for any reason, or if maybe your kids don't, but you walk up, it's going to realize that it's you and your doors will open for you. What's really great about this is with these digital door locks, you can actually control access of your guest. So you can allow a guest into your building or to your suite remotely. So you don't even have to be at home. You can be at work and you've got someone that's coming over and they're there before you. You can let them in through your phone. You can also program it. So let's say you have a house cleaner or you have a dog walker and you want them to be able to come in on Mondays at a particular time. You can send them an access code that will grant them access to the building and to your suite only for the duration of the time that you want them to have access. So if it's Monday at 9 a.m. that they're coming, then that code will only work, let's say Monday from 9 till 10. And they won't have open access to the building or to your suite. Which is really great. Also, you can manage your visitors remotely. So if someone's buzzing in, you can buzz them in from your phone if you haven't given them a code. You will be able to control your thermostat and the temperature in your unit. So similar to a Nest, it's all going to be in one app, but you will have an app to control everything like that in your suite. In your suite, you will also have a keypad. It will be touch and voice enabled. So it will also control all of the things that the smartphone app will control. So visitor management, thermostat control, all of those things. And with an easy press of a button on either your app or your touchscreen, you can connect directly to the concierge or anyone you need in the building, the management team. Also, in addition to what is provided as a standard, there are some upgrades. So if you want to maybe be able to control your lights or be able to control your music or set a mood when you come home, you want the lights at this level, the music on this, and you come home and you've got this beautiful ambiance, you can customize your suite to your heart's desire. Okay. So again, if you have more questions about that, we can definitely explain that to you in more detail one-on-one. All right, so features and finishes. We have 9-foot ceilings on the 2nd floor to the 7th floor. The ground floor suites and the 8th floor suites have 10-foot ceilings. We do have quite a few terraces in this building. So any suite with a terrace will have a gas line for a barbecue and a hose bib. So if the floor plan says terrace, it automatically comes with those two things. Throughout our suites, we have smooth ceilings. Our flooring is an upgraded luxury vinyl plank flooring. This is great even for investment or if it's for your own use. This floor is beautiful. It looks like wood and it's basically indestructible. You can spill water on it. You won't get that cupping. It's really amazing. Our kitchen cabinets are designer. We have extended upper cabinets. So we're a little bit higher than the regular and that's as a standard. All of the cabinet doors and drawers are going to be soft close. That's both in the kitchens and in the washrooms. So all of our cabinets are going to be soft close. You have quartz kitchen countertops. You also have quartz countertops in your washrooms. The kitchen appliances are stainless steel and the washer dryer is white and it's a front load washer dryer. In your washrooms, you automatically get a 12 by 24 porcelain tile in your washroom, which is nice. So it's not your standard 12 by 12. It's a beautiful 12 by 24. And the toilets are a beautiful one-piece water-saving toilet. These are just some of the call-outs. Again, I will put the full features and finishes up in the broker asset portal so that you'll have more knowledge of all of the finishes, but these are some of our important call-outs. Okay, pricing. So again, I know you're all probably screenshotting this, but this is going to be available in the broker portal immediately after this presentation as well. But we have a range of 1 bedrooms, 1+ dens, 2 bedrooms, 2+ dens, and 3 bedrooms. Here you see your square footage range and you see your starting price. So we do have product under that 500 mark, which is great. We've got quite a bit under that mark. We've got some great 2 beds, 2+ dens, and some really great 3 bedrooms. I'm going to take you through just a small number of our floor plans just at the end of this presentation, because I'd like to guide you on which ones you can focus on in order to be the most successful in your worksheet allocation. Deposit structure. So the deposit is $5,000 on signing. The balance of 5% in 30 days, 2% in 90, 2% in 180, 2 in 210, 2 in 350, 2 in 540. Essentially, that is 15% over a year and a half. So it's 15% over a year and a half with an additional 5% on the occupancy date. Okay. Deposits are made out to our lawyer's trust account, which is Goldman Spring and Trust. Again, all of this is going to be available to you just after this presentation. The maintenance fees. The maintenance fees are 56 cents per square foot. Hydro and water will be separately metered. If you have a gas line on your terrace, you will also be separately metered for gas. Okay, so but if you don't have a gas line, that does not apply to you. One thing I was just able to confirm yesterday is that if your terrace has a gas line, you can also upgrade to gas appliances should your client want to. So that is a possibility if you have a gas line on your terrace. Okay. Our occupancy date, our first occupancies, our tentative occupancy is October 2023, and that's when we'll begin occupying the building. We do have an unlimited internet and automation package. The cost of that is $55 plus HST per month. So you will have unlimited high-speed internet, and you will also have a completely automated building and app, all for $55 plus HST per month. Okay, so our incentives. So as a standard on this project, the parking is going to cost $20,000 and the lockers are $5,000. Right now, for our launch and for the Platinum launch, I suppose, we are giving 1 free locker and 1 free parking included in your purchase price. Okay, that's for all units. You also have a free assignment, and we are capping the development charges. So the cap for 1s and 1+ dens is $7,500, and for 2 bedrooms or larger is $10,000. Okay, so I want to talk to you about a few of our suites that I think that you should focus on. So the 2B, and again, you're going to have all of the suites. All the standard suites will be available to you. I guess it might be a good idea to share this with you now. So I've actually made an app for this site. So you're all going to receive a text after this with an app, which is actually going to mimic the screen that's in our sales office, that you will be able to do your Zoom meetings or whatever it is and share this app. And it's so easy to use and it's beautiful. So if the number that you shared is your cell number, you're going to get a text with how to download that app. And then of course, all the floor plans will also be on our broker asset portal immediately after. And the link to that portal was in the invitation email to this information session. So again, some of the suites you might want to focus on. So take note of this. The 2B. This is an internal 2-bedroom unit. So you've got your washroom on this side. You've got your bedroom here. There is a glass window here, which borrows light from the exterior wall here. You've got your kitchen, great space for a table, your living space, and your second bed. What I want to point out is over here. I know you're all familiar with this, but as you can see, the gray areas is where this unit exists. So we've programmed quite a few of these. So If you focus on a unit such as this or some of the other units that you can see in the area here on the key plates are in multiple areas, you will be more successful in your allocation. So try to focus on the suites where you see a lot of suites occurring. This is one of them. This is like a 2-bedroom that I have a lot of. The next set of 2 beds, I think this is just a slam dunk unit here. So there's the J, the K, and the L. All of them I'm going to show you. It's a beautiful wide shallow with 2 split bedrooms, your living space in the middle, 2 bathrooms, and your kitchen just at the back end. These units there's 3 units that are very similar in nature. So if you're going to promote this to your clients, I would be just prepare them that if they go for the 2J, maybe they might get the 2J, the 2K, or the 2L, and I'll show you why. So this is 731 square feet. Again, it's your wide, shallow 2-bed. The next one, very similar, 737 square feet. You're 6 square feet difference. Same view and everything, just along this west side of the building. So beautiful afternoon sun in your suite. And really the major difference here is that you've got your U-shaped kitchen. So the layout's a little bit different in your living, but you've got your split bedrooms and your 2 bathrooms. Okay, and this one has a walk-in closet. So we saw the 2J, the 2K, and now the 2L. Again, split bedroom on the same side of the building, and 737 square feet, so 1 square foot larger. So prepare your clients, if you sell them on these, sell them on the 2L, the 2J, and the 2K. And again, they'll be happier with what they get when they, if they don't necessarily get the exact one that they requested, okay? So I just wanted to point that out to you. The next thing I want to show you is one of our 3 beds. So this is the 3C. Again, you can see that I have 6 of these. I also have another one on the 7th floor with a bit more of a terrace. On the 2nd floor, I apologize. Now, we've been able to put 3 bedrooms, good sized bedrooms with a really good sized living space in only 1,058 square feet. And this is due to the nature of this space. So because it's not only a corner, but it's extended on this area here, you've got windows in all your bedrooms. You've got great windows in your living space. So this is just something I wanted to point out to you. You've got your 2 bathrooms. I think this is a really great 3-bedroom. If someone's looking for, an extra guest room or an office, or they have a family that they want to, enjoy condo living with, this is something I think you should take a look at, fall in love with, and market this to those clients. I think this is a really great 3-bedroom option for people who want that condo lifestyle, but maybe have a bit of a larger family or need a bit more space or bedrooms, etc. And then just really briefly, I wanted to touch on some of the ground floor 2+ dens. So this is the ground floor, and you can see, look at all of this area here. These are all terraces. Absolutely massive. So I'm going to tell you, we're going to look at the key plate here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. So over here is the entrance. The underground garage is just there, but it's below, right? Because I mentioned the grading. This all here is at grade now. So this is that first level that appears like it's above that P1 level. And so these suites have patios at grade. This is an exit out of the building. That will take you out to the residential area in behind. If you want to go for a walk or anything like that, it'll be beautifully landscaped over here. There's a patio here. This is a massive patio. There will be privacy screening all around it. Now, this walkway here, there is a gate here. So you can't just access this. People don't have free range to come in here. This walkway is for fire escape and maintenance only. So essentially what that means is it will almost never be used. So all of these patios are looking out onto landscaping. They have privacy dividers between them, and literally they're not facing an open space. There's no walkway. No one is looking in on this. It's like a private backyard. Okay, so these will be absolutely stunning. What's important to note is the size of these terraces. So the terrace itself is almost as large as the unit. On the ground floor, as I mentioned to you, you're going on a terrace. You will get your gas line and your hose bib. But what's extremely special about these ground floor terraces is that we're going to allow a certain amount of customization on these. So actually all of the terraces in the building, we will allow customization. So a customization of patio stone, uplighting, things like that, outdoor kitchens. But on the ground floor, you will even be able to get things like swim spas, hot tubs, gazebos, like canopies, like complete customization of this space to make an absolute outside oasis with your ground floor terrace. So that's really special. I think if you have someone who just, again, wants the lifestyle or, you know, for some reason needs to be on the ground floor or wants to live in a building but can't give up their backyard, these are very special units. So you've got your 2C plus D. I've got 3 of these. This is the corner unit here. It's your 2B plus D. This terrace is 1381 square feet. So just imagine what you could do with this space, swim spa, etc. And then you've got this one over here. This terrace is almost 2,500 square feet. So again, it's going to have, you know, some privacy